we are back from our break. So, right before our break, a harrowing experience was about to happen. We are going to shift back to Marius.
Damn it.
Marius, you've been spotted. You can hear the thump, thump, thump as you're running. I'm assuming you're running as fast as possible.
Full speed.
Full speed? Okay. I need you to make a dexterity check.
Oh, God. A dexterity check or agility check?
Agility. You're right. Agility.
Okay. I wish it was dex.
Because there has to be two.
Yeah.
If you can convince me, maybe.
Are you going to explain?
Make a case. Fight the power. Come on. Make your case.
I can't. I nimbly use my fingers. I don't know. All right.
Agility.
Oh, fuck. It's going to fail no matter pretty much what you give me, so it's going to be 99.
How bad, though?
It's bad. 99. That's what I rolled.
Oh,
so
man.
My agility is 26 base.
Yeah, okay. So it's... okay. Yeah, I got
have
it.
no bonuses or anything.
Nope.
Towards it.
Nope. That's like it's like 9 degrees. Okay, so that's really bad.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, Jesus.
You're running as fast as you can. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, the clearing is not that far.
Okay.
You're running, and as you look back to see what's coming behind you, you get a glimpse of just teeth, fur, and little stubby horns, and these just demonic-looking eyes as there are 8 figures running towards you as fast as they can, and they are faster than you.
Yeah.
And as you look back and you look forward, suddenly there's a man standing in front of you.
Oh.
And there's a man at his feet laying there. And there's another man, a much younger man, with some little dog yipping and just barking in your direction. And you just smack dead into the coachman.
Okay.
Who just had his pistol handed back to him, who comes flying out of his hand. And you both tumble and sprawl across the corpse that has been lying in the road. And you fall out and you are prone.
Okay.
Catch.
Can I retrieve said pistol again?
Before you do that, Catch, you look up and you see that there are horrors that you have never seen in your entire life. I need you to make a cool test.
Cool is WP, which is 35. Any bonuses or anything?
This is going to be, since this is your first experience, this is going to be a challenging test. So it's just going to be a straight cool test.
Okay, so 35.
So whatever your cool bonus plus your willpower.
Plus willpower. Wait. I have 1 advance in cool. Does that mean anything?
So you get plus 10.
Okay, so that brings us up to a 45.
Oh wait, well no, you only have 1 point.
I have advance 1. Yeah.
Okay, so you get plus 1 to cool.
Okay, so 36. Still rolled a 30, so it's still a degree of success.
Okay, good. So you see the horrors running towards you, and you know what they are. You've heard about them in passing, especially with your upbringing. These are beastmen. This is your first time ever seeing one. The one in the lead looks like it's bigger than the rest of them. It looks a lot more. I know bestial sounds odd since they're all beastmen, but he's a lot more animalistic than the rest of them. Oddly enough, the rest of them look relatively human, except for the small stubby horns. Very small stubby horns on top of their head. One of them just has a single horn, and they're all furred, but their faces are relatively clean. They might even be mistaken for human, some of them. But the one in the lead definitely would not be mistaken as human. In fact, it's got in its hand a great black bow of some hideous-looking quality. As looks like there's some kind of odd etchings into the bow, and there's like human skin dangling from the shaft itself. it's very unsettling. And if you wouldn't have rolled so well on your cool, you might be a little scared of him, but you're not.
I only peed a little bit.
Despite your age, you have steeled yourself against some horrors that you've already experienced through your childhood and through your recent foray into your profession. Right. So there's one running towards you. I'm going to give you a chance, since you rolled so well, to get in a free action of some kind, whatever you'd like to do.
I'm on the ground, correct?
Yeah, you are not in the wagon. You are down by the corpse, by the coachman.
Right.
You still have that parchment in your hand.
Yeah.
Would you like to tuck it away, maybe?
I'm just saying, though, like, you said I was on the ground when I woke up from the vision, correct? Because I was getting a beating.
Yes, you are. You were standing right where you were whenever you grasped the parchment.
Yeah. Would I be able? I wouldn't be able to, like, say, tuck away the parchment while grabbing the gun off the ground. It recently got knocked out of that man's
I'd
hand,
allow you to do that. I'd allow you to do that so you want to dart towards the gun and snatch it up.
Basically, and while doing that, I'll just quick tuck into into my vest or whatever, my shirt.
That's fine.
Put the parchment away. Yeah.
You rolled good enough on your cool test. I feel like that's fine. So that we're gonna do that, and as soon as you do that, the beastmen notice there's more man things ahead of them, and the one in the lead kind of snorts, and then the one behind him has a horn, and he blows into it, and the rest of them start spreading out into some kind of semblance of a formation. Not really. They're not exactly the most disciplined individuals, and they start spreading out, especially as they see the coach and the wagon and the horses. The horses start violently bucking, and as they do, their harnesses snap. They're jarring so much, and they start bolting towards you and the two other people in front of them. They're running straight ahead down the path, trying to get out of trouble. In this process, the wagon flips over. The people inside spill out across the path and into the woods on the opposite side of where these beastmen are starting to come through. But the horses are bolting towards both of you guys. I need you to make a dodge of some kind.
Both of us?
Both of you, yes. Okay. And I will be rolling for the coachman.
Okay.
All right. You say dodge of some kind. What does that mean?
Dodge is based off of agility.
Okay, you just said of some kind, so I got confused by her.
Well, if you can barter with me a certain skill, maybe you could get that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I got anything.
Yeah. This is a straight roll.
This is gonna be a just a straight roll.
Okay. I have 26 in agility and I rolled a 70, so almost 5 points.
7?
Oh, Lord.
70.
Oh, 70. Oh, you did not succeed at all. Okay, that's fine. How about you, Catch?
I have 35. I rolled a 21.
Okay, so you see the horses coming, and I'm assuming Seek is still by your side.
Yeah.
Okay, you both. I'm not going to make you roll for Seek, since you passed. You both deftly move out of the way. The horse, the one on the left, just starts bolting past you. The one on the right, Marius, you manage to kind of right yourself. You've uprighted yourself, and the coachman just goes, "Bloody hell!" and he grabs you, pulls you towards him, and then pushes off of you, and that horse just nails you.
Oh, gee.
The coachman's fine. He's gotten out of the way. You, on the other hand, just got walloped by a horse. But
fuck.
Luckily, by some grace of God, you weren't exactly completely in its path yet. Mm-hmm. And so it just smacks you hard, and you're back face down in the dirt. And regardless of what you roll for initiative this next round, you're going last.
Oh, gee. All right.
But your initiative will set for the round after.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so I need you guys to roll initiative for me.
All right. And that's just agility, correct?
It's initiative. So roll what? So the way we're doing it,
Initiative,
which is different from the manual, roll a d10 and then add your initiative bonus to it.
Okay. I rolled a 9.
There it is.
But I'll be going last, I guess, so. 9.
So just let me know what you got, Marius.
I got a 9.
That's with your bonus?
That's with the bonus. That's total.
Okay. Okay. All right, and how about you, Catch?
Sorry, I'm trying to find initiative.
It should be your fourth stat, just the eye,
It's just the eye.
Oh, yes, the eye.
or fifth stat. I mean,
Okay. So rolled an 8 out of 29, so that's a +2, right? So a 10.
so you roll a 10.
Right, because my eye is 29. I rolled an
Yeah,
8,
yeah,
so
yeah.
Okay, making sure I'm doing it right. Yep, 10.
Okay, so that puts you. God, I'm gonna need like extra fucking. There we go. All right. So, I went ahead and rolled all of them initiative. I rolled the miners initiative as well. So the first one up is these are what now you guys can see as they're coming out of the woods. It's still at a full sprint, mind you. These are what are known as Ungors for the most part. This is an Ungor raiding party. They are about the same size as people. They're the lower tier of beastmen, so you at least got lucky in that it seems to be some kind of scouting party of some kind. The first one up is a Ungor that's running actually towards the miners with a single horn, and you guys can see this out of the side of your vision, but you're not going to see what's actually happening. So there is that one, plus another one with a kind of tongue that's kind of dangling out of its mouth. It's like unfreakishly long, and they're both running towards the miners, who the miners have now braced themselves and are preparing to meet these guys head on. They're pretty hardened individuals, but behind them, the good doctor is, I'm getting the fuck out of here, and he's standing up, and he's looking like he's about to jump out of the wagon. The women and children that are still in the wagon, woman and child, are just wailing. The child is screaming. Well, they're not in the wagon anymore since it's tilted over. They're on the other side just screaming, and it's chaos over there. So actually, technically, you wouldn't see the doctor. You would just hear him.
Right.
Then we get to Catch. It is actually your turn. So what you can see in front of you, you just picked up your pistol. You looked up. You're kind of crouching. You have a good lay of what's happening in this split second that you have. You have got the large one that was in the lead is now stopped behind a tree and is drawing a bow, and looks like they might be focused on the man that just ran out of the woods. The one next to him with the horn is still sitting back as well. It just got done blowing the horn, letting go of the horn, and you get the idea this one's wearing armor. It has crude armor kind of like battered onto it. It doesn't look like it'd be very effective, but it's still armor, and you get the idea that this one might be special in some way. And it's got some kind of strange weapon that it's holding made out of like human bones. Then there is 2 more Ungors with these kind of shoddy looking bows that are pulled up next to the tracker that you saw that has the black bow, and they are pulling back arrows and they're aiming them in a different direction. You're not sure which direction. The one that's running directly at you, well, there's actually technically two running directly at you. There's one that has a hand axe, and then there's one with a just kind of a shitty spear. They're kind of running towards you. What would you like to do?
Oh, boy.
They're not in melee.
Right.
By next round, they will be.
Is you said the one that's handed back by the scout is standing out to me?
Yes. Very much so. He definitely looks special in some way. Now, that's technically in the woods.
Okay.
And there are bodies in between you and him, so if you wanted to take a shot at him, you would have some penalties.
Some difficulty, yeah. Yeah, so, who's closer, would you say, the axe or the spear?
It's pretty much going to be a toss-up. They seem to almost be jostling each other. There's the one with the hand axe and the one with the spear. They're running in your direction. You get the idea that they're running towards you.
Right. But they're still, a decent distance away?
I'm having a hard time hearing you, man.
Oh, sorry. Is that any better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. I said, are they, distance away, or are they going to close up really quick?
They're closing. You get the idea that by next round, they're about, let's say, 20 yards from you.
Right. Okay. So
by next round, they're going to be within melee distance.
Right. Yeah. Going to advance towards, we're going to say, the spear guy. I guess shift myself in front of him while moving this close range to him.
Okay.
They're charging me. I'm charging right in. I'm just going to put a bullet straight through his face.
Okay, with the pistol?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
All right, go ahead and roll a ranged attack with your any advantages you have. Like I think you have black powder.
Yeah, black powder, and that's 5 advance, so it's just add 5 to my...
Yeah, plus 5, and then it's your ballistic skill.
Right. So that makes it a 40. And is it plus 8 on the gun to anything, or that damage?
No, that's the damage.
Okay, just making sure. All right, so
Yeah.
40.
Plus whatever success levels.
Right. And that's a 30. So that's
Nice.
1 degree of success.
Okay, so you hit... Holy shit. 10 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure.
Is that a crit? Is that
Oh,
is a 30 a crit?
well, it's no, because let me check. Let me check actually.
Okay.
Because it is an even number, but I need to make sure your pistol doesn't have that trait. I forgot to tell you the traits.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Degrees of 10, isn't it, or something like that? Sometimes.
Yeah, hold on though.
Divisible by
Impale and
10.
penetrating. It does. It has the impale quality. So that's actually a crit. Jesus. Okay,
Right,
let me roll the.
Like John Wick.
You rolled a 30, so that makes it a 3. Let me look at my sheet now. Oh God, I'm already going in the critical section on the first roll.
You're welcome.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I fucking do.
And that's a headshot too. Actually, a 3 is a headshot.
Nice.
My God.
That's what I wanted.
Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Okay. That's 100.
No, it is not.
Triple zeros.
What's that
Okay.
mean? It's a double
Well, it doesn't
crit?
matter. The one with the spear, you take aim with the pistol and you let loose and his head just comes off. It just explodes. His momentum carries the body forward and it just crumples to the ground. There's nothing left of the top of its head. It's the first time you fired a black powder weapon in a long time, and it is a little scary, and it kind of jars a little bit, but you still keep a good grip on it. That's one down. Jesus Christ. Now,
John Wick in this motherfucker.
that's impressive. I will say that. Yeah, that's very impressive. So his head explodes. He's dead. He falls to the ground. The next person to go is actually the guy next to him. And I need to roll for him to see if he doesn't shit his pants. He just shit his pants. So the Ungor with the hand axe just sees his friend explode, and he's kind of, and then he's starting to cower away, and you look like he's backing away, like he's might bolt for it after what just happened. Then, what were you saying?
I get a free action.
You do get a free action. Yeah, I forgot to tell you. What would you like to do?
Visibly, obviously, see him like scared shitless.
Yes.
I just want to let out a fucking just like obviously I got brains and blood all over me now from the head exploding.
You do actually, yes.
Look him dead in the eye and just let out this bestial fucking roar right at him.
Oh yes, I love it. So you're just kind of roaring at him, and that's scaring him a little bit more. Now
like
I forgot to let you do Seek's turn if you want him to do anything.
Right now I just wanted him at my heel. Right, you know,
Okay, all right. Have him by your side just in case.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't send him in just yet.
All right. So he's still. I mean, the fur is up. He's ready to go in if he needs to, but he's pretty terrified, especially with being against animals that are so much bigger than himself. He's used to things that are more scared of him than they are of them. If that makes any sense.
The vermin we hunt.
So he's a little shaken, but with you by his side, he's feeling pretty confident. He will probably defend you to death if need be. Then we move on to the leader. The leader is going to advance, and he pushes aside one of the bowmen whose kind of arrow just kind of goes wide, or whatever the hell he was taking aim at, and he pulls from his hip. You see this as well, Marius. From his hip, he pulls his weapon, and it's a shaft of like a humerus, like a leg bone. And then there's some kind of cord made out of like human skin. And at the end of it is some gross looking like rat-like skull. And he unflails it, and it's just a massive flail. He starts swinging it around. And he's advancing towards the coachman. So, where the hell did my damn paper go? No! There it is. Got it. All right, he's advancing towards the coachman and goes to smack the coachman on top of the head. The coachman, deftly for a man of his age and of years, kind of dodges to the side. It slams into the ground. There's the impact. Marius, you can feel the impact. It was inches from your skull. It just impacts right into the dirt. The dirt flies up. And the coachman unfurls a whip that he had at his side. And it is his turn, so he's going to try to hit the guy that just... Oh, and he did. He slashes across the leader that just took a swipe at him and does some damage. Not as much as you'd like. It doesn't seem to be penetrating his armor that much. Then what's left of the bow-wielding Ungors start firing, and you hear a from behind you as these bows let loose, and thunk, thunk, thunk. 3 arrows fly past you, Catch, and into the woods, and they hit something. You're not sure what, but they hit something. And that brings us down to, there's one more Ungor, but he's also moving towards the miners. So there's a fight going on in the distance with the miners. You're not sure what's going on. Something got shot behind you guys, and we are back at the top of the round. So you are back in regular order. Oh no! It's your turn now, Marius. I forgot.
Okay.
Before we end, it's your turn now.
I'm prone in the dirt, right?
You are prone in the dirt. The flail just smacked down right next to your head. So if you get up, which I'm assuming you're going to. Yeah.
Well, first off, just in case my character dies, I just kind of want to describe what he looked like. I forgot.
Oh, yes. We should probably do that.
Just in case.
Go ahead.
Just in case Marius dies. I have the career path of a miner, but I'm currently a prospector. I'm 25. I've got a height of 5'8".
Very short.
Very short. I have gray hair and blue eyes. I have the attractive talent. I'm also a linguist, and I'm suave. I have that talent as well.
And you're swole as hell.
I'm swole.
You've been hitting the gym.
Pretty strong.
Well, you've been swinging that shovel.
A shovel, that spade.
Yeah, you don't have a pick.
Don't have a pick. But yeah, just in case I die, that's what Marius looks like. So while I'm in the dirt, Marius, his first instinct is to probably keep running. Initially, can I still hear the child and the woman screaming?
Oh yeah, they're screaming, like blood curdling scream.
Okay, so that's the only thing. I kind of look up and I kind of see the coach. And Marius sees the coach. And
you're into this scene, and it is a shit show. It has gone from bad to worse. What has just happened? You've never been in this much danger in quite some time, outside of the last incursion. And back then, you were behind walls, so it was not as terrifying as this now. Standing above you is the appears to be the leader, and like this heavy male, and he smells so bad. With you being this close, he smells god awful. And on top of that, you notice being this close to him, there's actually some kind of nasty looking like tentacle coming off of his back, almost like a third arm, and it's just kind of writhing at the moment. And he's kind of spinning his flail right now, kind of reeling it up, and you can see that he's squaring off against this the guy who looks like a coachman to you.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to stand up?
Yeah, I'm going to stand up. Inner thought process is
now behind you.
Okay.
You're technically not engaged with the leader because he's kind of already squared off, not facing you. Is a guy wearing or an Ungor with like this shitty hand axe charging. Well, he's cowering now. He's kind of almost backing up to you. His back is to you. And then on the other side where you were being chased from, you see the big animal, the thing, the giant tracker Ungor with a black bow just kind of aimed in your direction now that it's already fired behind you.
Oh shit, okay.
So what would you like to do?
So I stand up. And does that take half my movement? Is that like D&D? Half my movement?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I've got 40 movement.
Yeah, so you can cover at least 20 more feet.
Okay. Who can I... who am I? I know I'm in probably range of the big guy, right?
Yeah.
Am I in range of the Ungor with the axe?
No, you're not. He's
Okay.
backing up towards you, though. But his back is to you.
Am I able to... I'm not able to get him in 20 feet, right?
Oh, yes, you can.
Oh, okay. That's what I mean. Okay.
Oh, yeah. You could cover distance to him, or if you wanted to, you could maybe make it to the guys with the bows. There are three of them.
Bows? Okay. And one of them's the more intense scout.
Yeah, he's got the black bow with the human flesh dangling from it.
Oh, gee. Okay.
I believe.
What do you want to do?
I think I'll go to. I think I'm gonna. I see kind of the cowering Ungor.
Yes.
And I kind of see the man with the dog.
You can see. You can kind of see around that there's a guy, and you see a smoking pistol. You don't even see the man's face.
Okay.
You can see the little dog at the bottom, but through the obscure smoke, there is a corpse that is mid fall as you're getting up. That you could tell that its head was just blown off.
All right. So I clutch my rusty sword, and I'm gonna try to make it towards those archers.
You're going towards the archers?
There. Yeah.
Okay, which one are you going to head towards? The big guy?
Whoever is closest, whoever I can get. Whoever.
The big guy is the closest, and he is aiming at you.
Okay, I'm going for him.
Okay. So as you're running by the leader, and he doesn't really notice you right now. He's engaged with something already. He might have even thought you were dead.
Okay.
So you easily slip by him, and you're going to charge the tracker.
Yeah.
You will get a +10 for charging this man.
Okay.
If you're going to make an attack.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack.
Okay. That is... Oh, I think it's a fail. I got... my weapon strength is 33, and I rolled a 36.
Okay, so that would technically be a degree of failure, but the tracker sees you coming, and it tries to loosen the arrow, but it can't. The arrow just goes wide, and it goes to move to deflect your blow with its bow, and it doesn't give it up in time, and you actually catch it. So you rolled a 30 what?
Oh, did you give me +10?
Yeah, you got +10.
Oh, so that would be 43. So it would have been 43, and I rolled a 36.
You rolled a 36?
Yeah.
Okay, so you actually plunge this dagger into the sword.
Rusty sword, yeah.
Through its guard into its chest. Go ahead and roll for damage. And as the sword is coming in, you notice that it's actually got some like haphazard, looks like almost plate, or not plate. Damn it, what's it called? Armor.
Chain?
Fuck. Chain. There we go. God, okay. I don't know why that word was slipping me. Some kind of like nasty corroded chainmail that the sword plunges through to get to it.
Okay. So what do I roll for damage?
Whatever. So it was +4 plus your. Well, you don't roll for damage. Why did I even say that?
Okay.
It's so your strength plus the sword. If the sword was +4.
Okay, so sword's +4. Does it have any special effects qualities?
No, it doesn't.
Cool. All right. Plus my strength, which is another 4.
Okay, so that's 8.
8, and then 1 degree of success, I guess, or I rolled.
Let me see here. So you have a standard success?
Yeah, I rolled. It was 40. 43 was my weapon strength, and I rolled a 36.
Okay, yeah. So we'll call that a standard success. And I rolled 2 degrees of failure, so you get +2. So that was 8 + 2, right?
Yeah. So 10.
10 damage. Now, the blade sinks into the chest, not as deep as you were hoping.
Okay.
Especially with it being in where the only place that it appears to have armor. So it takes some damage for sure. Just not as much as you'd like. It doesn't drive in as deep. But this thing immediately slings the bow over its shoulder, and it's reaching down and pulling a like a crude, almost like bone cudgel from its hip.
Okay.
And is that going to be your turn?
Yeah, that's going to be it.
Okay. Now we're back up to the Ungors at the top, which are fighting the miners. It's not going so hot for them. All right, those two. Okay. You hear some shouts of fighting close by, and then now we get to Ketch. It is your turn. You have advantage. You have +10 momentum for blowing that man's head off, or that Ungor's head off. So whatever you want to do with that, you can. The guy with the hand axe is looking like he's kind of scared of you, a little terrified right now, but that could always change. Behind him, you have the leader who appears to be engaged with the coachman. And then behind them, you see the man that kind of fumbled into you guys as the horses ran, engaging with, it appears to be the Ungors that have bows, and the bigger one with the black bow.
Right.
Off to your right, you do have the coach still flipped over, and you can hear the women and children kind of like cowering and screaming.
Yep. I still got an Ungor in front of me, though, so... I'd be able to pick up the spear of the one whose head I blew off.
Do you want to pick it up?
Yeah.
You can. I mean, it's pretty much at this point, it's rolled in front of you. You could just reach down and pick it up.
Yeah. Can I be smooth about it and, kick it up with my foot like Jackie Chan will?
Sure, why not? As soon as you kick it up, you realize that this thing is covered in some kind of disgusting mucus. It is gross to touch, and it's one of the more disgusting things you've ever touched in your life. And it appears that there are flakes of what you think is human skin dangling from the bottom and tops of this very crude spear.
Right.
But you have a spear now, and it's a +4 spear.
4.
Now, it does have to be wielded two-handed if you're going to use it.
Right. Is he making any moves to run or anything?
You don't know yet. He's kind of in between right now. So you can have an action. You could, I'd let you use your sling if you wanted, or you don't have any shot to reload with. So you could try your sling. You could charge him with the spear. It's whatever you want to do.
Can I would I be able to attack and put the gun in my belt?
Yeah, I'd let you do that.
And just tuck the gun into my belt. And,
okay.
I want to jab at him with the spear.
Okay, so you're going to charge him with the spear? Because he's not in melee with you.
Right.
So I'll give you...
I thought he was closer. I'm okay.
He's close, but he's not that close. He's almost in melee. Like, if you were to move 5 foot up, you'd be in melee.
Oh, okay. Does the... spear doesn't give me any kind of reach or anything, does it?
It does, but not that far. It's a couple feet.
Gotcha. A question.
Yes.
I know we took away ranged basic. Is there any kind of thing? What would I attribute to if I wanted to just say throw the spear at him, keep my distance?
Okay, so that would be a. let me look at my stuff real quick. Since you're throwing spears now, that would be. I would consider that an improvised weapon. You know what? No, since it's a spear, I guess we can consider it a javelin. So instead of it being +4, it would be +3.
Okay.
But you could throw it using your ballistic skill.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay, go ahead and roll a ranged improvised spear javelin check.
So ballistic skill plus.
That's. You do have your +10 for your momentum.
Oh, okay, so it's ballistic skill plus my momentum.
Say what?
So ballistic skill plus my momentum.
Yeah. So that's all you have. I'm assuming you don't have specialization in improvised range.
No, I don't. Okay. Just want to make sure. So that's a 45. That's going to be a 25. So that's 2 degrees of success.
Holy shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
What's your strength bonus?
Strength bonus is 3.
3. So 3 plus the 6 plus 2. So that you just and you rolled a 25, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
From
so
45, so 2 degrees.
Oh. Yeah. You rolled a 25 though.
Yeah.
Okay. So you throw this spear and it just impales this Ungor right through the chest. It digs straight in. You was that 8 damage total? Is that what I added up?
3 plus strength is 3.
Plus 2 degrees. So yeah, eight damage total.
Yeah,
All right. It looks like it's hurt. The spear kind of jabs into it and sticks there. It's looking like it doesn't like what just happened to it. So let's see here. You're at yeah. It's looking hurt. Not on death's door by any means, but it looks hurt. It's even more scared now than it was before. Would you like
This point
to go ahead?
is he still standing?
Oh yeah, he's still standing. He looks hurt, but not that hurt.
I think at this point I'm just kind of like throwing on my arms, like, "What do you want to do, bro?"
Okay. Would you like Seek to do anything?
No. Would I have time to be able to draw up my sling?
Yes, but not use it.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to equip it, basically.
Okay, yeah.
Have it ready for next round.
I'll say that in the fluid movement, you're able to throw the spear and then have your sling ready to go. Kind of start, maybe even have a lead ball loaded into it, starting to swing it up.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And yeah, I want.
All right, is that going to be the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Now we move on to Mr. Wolf. It is now your turn.
All right.
You're currently engaged with the lead tracker, and you took him by surprise. So you do have 1 momentum, so 10.
Okay. I'll probably just keep on trying to hack away. Short sword, stab away.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that.
Okay. Ooh. 43 for my weapon with the advantage, and I rolled an 86.
Okay, so 3 degrees of
4
failure.
degrees of failure. Yeah.
4 degrees?
4
Okay.
degrees of failure. Yeah.
You go to, so you just stabbed him. He kind of backs up a little bit, pulls his cudgel. You go to make another leap to try to stab at him again, and he easily just smacks you across the hand. Not enough to damage you, but enough to kind of jar you a little bit and throws your aim off, and you completely missed.
Oh, all right. All right.
Is that going to be your turn?
That's probably going to be my turn.
Okay. At this point, the
Seriously.
at this point, the leader is engaged with the coachman. They're in a death battle here, and this time he lashes out. You see that nasty looking tentacle writhe out from around him and wrap around the coachman and kind of locks him in place. The coachman kind of struggles, and then in the same movement, he swings the flail down and cracks him across the top of the head, and the coachman just goes limp.
Oh, God.
And bits of brain matter kind of shoot off the side, and he just crumples, and he's dead.
Jesus.
I guess I own a gun.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Now it is the raiders. The two other Ungors with bows are startled because suddenly you're close to them, and you're too close though for them to shift their bows onto you. So they actually move further up away from you, and they're going actually for the miners, and they're taking aim and firing. And you don't hear anything. You hear some thud thud, but you don't hear anybody scream or anything like that.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Raider. All right. Next is the Ungor with the hand axe that you just impaled. Catch. He looks down. Let's see what he does. He freaks the fuck out. He's like, and he goes to bolt. And as he's bolting away from you, the leader looks at him with disgust and just kind of and swings and cracks him across the back, and just you see the spine kind of pop out the front of his chest, his bone splinters through, and he just collapses across the dead body that was already laying there of his comrade, and he just kind of just lays there dead.
That still counts as my kill.
It does not count as your kill. It does not.
I made it happen.
It does not count as your kill.
It totally counts.
Okay. Now is the tracker's turn. So the tracker has his cudgel out. He has advantage. He has shifted the momentum away from Marius, and he is going to make an attack. Go ahead and roll for defense for me. You can either dodge or you can try to use your weapon to defend yourself.
I'm gonna try to use my weapon.
Okay.
That would be a my weapon skill is 33, and so I roll a 20, so 1 degree of success.
Okay. 1 degree of success. You move after having your hand jarred. The tracker brings the blade down, and you barely slip it up to guard yourself, and you feel the impact behind it. This thing is strong. Almost as strong as you.
Oh, gee.
And you just feel it jar you, but you stand your ground and you press back and push him off of you, and you have stolen the momentum from him.
All right.
Then we got the other Ungor down there. Okay. So the miners and them are still going at it. We are back at the top of the round. Round 3, boys. We made it 3 rounds in.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see how the fight's going down there. Not so good. Not so good at all. Okay, you guys hear some slight screaming and oh God, no!
Oh, jeez.
Going off to the right.
Is that where the
women and
are?
children are still, or women and child are still crying. You haven't heard anything from the doctor. If you're trying to keep tabs on him, you've heard nothing from him for a little bit now. Now it is Catch. It's your turn.
So what do I see going on with the miners and the Ungar that are fighting?
Are you going to look that way?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
All right. Well, wait, actually, I mean, how close is that leader? 'Cause I know he just cracked the guy that was fighting, so.
How close is what?
The leader that cracked the Ungar that was going to run.
Oh, he's not very far from you, and he doesn't have anybody engaged with him anymore.
Yeah, okay, never mind then. I wouldn't turn away if he's even that close. So yeah, because I would be looking behind me, wouldn't it, to look on the miners? Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm a let loose a bolt on the sumbitch.
Okay, so you're gonna try to fire the sling, use the sling on him?
Yeah, using one of the metal balls.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and make a ballistic skill with your sling, and you have 2 momentum. You have plus 20 for your momentum right now.
Yeah, it's on ballistic skill.
Yeah, ballistic skill plus whatever your sling is.
Right. Now I have a 10 skill on range sling and an advantage of 14. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So you have a plus 30 to your ballistic skill right now.
Okay, so 65. Plus, you said my sling. Oh, yeah, that's damage. Never mind. All right, so 65.
Did you?
Huh?
Did you hit?
56. So 1 degree of success.
1 degree of success. Okay. How much damage does your sling do?
Let's see. Plus 6.
Okay, so it's 7
Then you
plus
did,
the actual
steel ball
copper
is-
or the lead ball is 1.
Yeah.
And what exactly did you roll? The dice number?
56.
56. Okay. So that is 56.
That's coming from 65 ballistic skill.
Yeah. Okay. All right, because that's important where you hit this guy. All right, so that was a total of 6, 7, 8 damage. Plus 3. Okay, so you hit him dead in the chest.
Right.
He's wearing armor across pretty much his entire body. It's kind of hodgepodged on there, and you hear it plank, and you can see he visibly curls as the impact impacts him across the chest. And you said you did 8, so that puts him at. Okay, you can see that he's hurt. He's hurt pretty bad, honestly, and you're not sure what he's going to be doing for his next whenever his turn comes around. Would that be all that you'd like to do?
Can I reload?
Yeah, the sling is a free. It's a free. You automatically reload it.
All right. Yeah, reload, and I'm already probably a decent distance away. Like,
yeah, you're a pretty good distance. He's probably the only one that could reach you in melee.
Yeah.
And he's hurting pretty damn bad, to be honest with you. So
I kind of want.
Is that going to be your turn, or do you want Seek to do something?
Well, I was going to say I want to kind of shuffle a little, like kind of like keeping him lined up. I want to back up a little bit, keep my distance.
Okay, yeah. You do you want to try to take cover behind the tree, maybe the trees behind you, maybe?
Yeah. So he's focused on me. I want to keep him on me, but I don't want to get with him.
Yeah. You can back up, and you have decent movement. You have 40 movement. You could get into the tree line, and I would say that he would have a hard time reaching you in one go if he decided to.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and I just want to keep Seek with me.
Okay. Is that going to end your turn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Marius, you are focused on what's happening in front of you. You've engaged this tracker kind of being in Mortal Kombat at this point, and you hear a plink from behind you as you look over your shoulder. The young man that was protecting your flank has retreated into the woods, seemingly left you to die, and you are surrounded by enemies at this point. What would you like to do?
How close is the big guy from me? Is he reachable? Can he reach me?
Not yet. No, you're not. But you are currently engaged in melee with a rather impressive opponent, I might add. And there are 2 more enemies that have moved
close
further
by.
up. The 2 more raiders with the bows.
Do I have a glancing view, just kind of periphery or anything of the miners?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. That's 2 fails.
Okay. You can't see much. It's too quick.
Okay.
You're not sure what you saw. You're not sure what's an enemy, what's not. You did see at least 1 or 2 bodies laying over by the wagon. You're not sure who it was or what it was, but there's something laying over there.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm still gonna focus on the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Try to take him out.
Okay. You make an attack?
You make an attack. Yeah.
Go ahead. I will roll for defense. You do have all your advantage. I don't remember how much you have.
I think
Was it just
I
one?
think I just have 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's 1. Let's see. That would be 43. I rolled an 8.
Ooh. How many degrees of success is that?
3.
3 plus 4.
I have 43 and I rolled an 8. So 3.
How much damage
plus
do you
3.
normally do?
Normally, well, with the sword, I do 4 with the sword, 4 with my strength. So 8.
So that's 8 plus 5.
Another 3, 4, 3 or 4.
So you just did. Okay, yeah. All right. With you rolling an 8, that's actually a headshot.
Oh.
So, God damn it! I need you to roll me a D100, please.
I got one of those.
Just roll me a D100.
2.
All right, let me find the fucking table.
Okay.
All right. There it is. All right, for the head. Fire across the wound. Okay. So you reverse your grip on your sword, almost like you're holding it like the hilt of a dagger, and you drive it down into the top of the tracker's head. It pierces deep. Blood starts pooling out of it. Its eyes roll into the back of its head, and it crumples to the ground. It's not dead, but it's not moving either. It's just kind of bleeding out. You can see blood starting to really pulse out of the top of its head. And this disgusting, the blood is like black and thick. And there's just this horrible odor coming off of it.
Okay. Oh,
and he's crumpled at your feet.
So he's dead?
He's not dead yet.
Oh, geez.
But for all intensive purposes, he's completely incapacitated and defenseless.
Just a flesh wound.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And bleeding out.
He's bleeding out? Okay.
Yeah, bleeding out for sure. What else would you have your movement now? You're free to move.
If I move towards the Ungors with the bows, the two that are with the bows, is that moving me further away from the big guy or closer?
Yes,
to the big guy?
you will be moving further away, and you could reach one of them now. And he actually, through the woods, he may or may not be able to get to you. I'm going to flip a coin basically and see if he can, if that's what you want to do.
The one with bows.
Yeah, if you want to move towards the ones with bows, you could get to the one closest to you. Mm-hmm. And then the leader, he may or may not come charging after you. We'll see.
I'm going to charge the. I'm gonna just like take my rusty sword out of the guy's skull.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
pull it out.
Rush towards.
That reminds me. I forgot about that. I need you to make a strength check.
Oh, okay. Strength. I have 40 in strength, and I rolled a 36.
Okay, so you barely pull it out of this thing's skull. You had it in there pretty good, and it's a really shitty weapon. So you're lucky it didn't break off in there. But you managed to pull it out.
Okay.
And you want to charge towards the raider?
Now, yeah, I want to push towards the raider to get like in melee range of it. So
okay. So I'll let you easily. You can cover the ground, and now you're within melee, and it hasn't noticed you yet. It's still really focused on whatever targets it's picking out by the wagon.
Okay.
And does that end your turn?
Yeah, I can't attack again, so I'll probably just
all right,
chill right next to him.
So that is now. It is the leader's turn. The leader, seeing his tracker just go down, and he's lost 2 or 3 more of his hunting party already, and he's badly wounded as it is, reaches down, grabs his horn, brings it up to his lips, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Oh, man.
He can't do anything else. That's all he can do for now. He's prepping something.
Oh,
you can tell he's just standing there. He doesn't see any enemies, but he's prepping something.
Okay.
And then that moves us down to the raiders. So the one behind you, or the one in front of you, Marius. There's 2 in front of you. They're pretty close together. They haven't noticed you yet. They're kind of still enthralled with what's happening. They let loose their arrows. And now you can see what's happened. Out of the 3 miners, one of them is on the ground, dead. There's also 2 Ungors on the ground, also dead.
Okay.
The last miner has got an arrow sticking out of his shoulder.
Okay.
And now 2 arrows come sailing towards him, and he takes them both in the chest.
Oh, no.
Goes back into the wagon and just kind of slumps down, and he's kind of gibbering as he's bleeding out. And and that's actually right as he felled the Ungor that he was fighting. So he killed the guy. There's no more Ungors by them, and then they go down with the arrows through the chest, and he slumps down against the wagon, dead. Or dying. Not necessarily dead yet.
Okay.
All right. And that brings us to the tracker, who is bleeding out and currently dying. Let me roll to see if he dies. He's not dead yet. He's getting close, though.
It's a hardy one.
he's bleeding out behind you.
By my head stab, you know.
All right. And then that's the end of the round. Now we move to the top. Oh, I forgot about him. There's actually technically one more Ungor that was fighting the miners. So he's actually technically still alive. Seeing them both die, he's going to vault over the top of the overturned wagon, and you can hear the woman and child just kind of
Oh God.
as he lands down back behind there. You can't see what's happening, but you know something bad's going to happen. And that is his turn. Now it is Catch's turn. What are you going to do, Catch? You can see, because you're on the side of the woods that the overturned wagon is facing. You see this Ungor, who looks like he's taken a few hits, vault over the wagon, slam down in front of the woman and her child as she's clutching him, kind of trying to take shelter in the overturned wagon. And then you can also see simultaneously, relatively unguarded in front of you, the heavily damaged leader of this hunting pack, bringing a horn to his lips. What would you like to do?
I want to first point to the wagon.
Uh-huh.
Seek and tell him, fetch.
That's all you're going to say?
Well, as we kind of discussed in our little print again, I wasn't really sure how much detail, because simple.
I mean,
commands,
you can be a little more specific if you want.
Right. Fetch beast.
Okay. Does he have the fetch skill? Does he have that?
It was kind of more of just a term for him. Remember?
Okay, all right. Because there actually is a skill associated with it. But okay, if he doesn't have it, that's fine. So,
okay,
because
that,
of the nature of what's going on, I'm going to need you to roll a fellowship roll for Seek to see if he'll obey your action, since he doesn't have the fetch skill.
Got it. All right.
I want to say that's animal. Hold on one second. There's actually something to this.
I do have animal training with 10 skill.
Yeah, I don't know if that counts though. Hold on. Hold, please.
All right.
There's lots of skills here. There's charm animal. Do you have that?
Charm animal? Actually, I did not.
You don't have it?
Nope.
Then just make a fellowship roll then.
Okay.
Well, I think everyone has charm animal, doesn't it? Don't they?
Well, if you don't have any points into it, it's a charm animal test, but it's fellowship based. So
it's listed under my basic skills as WP. It's willpower.
Me too.
Oh, is it? Hold on, let me double check.
Yeah.
I'm making sure. Hold on. Hold, please. Once again, it is. You're right. It's willpower based. You're right. So it's going to be a willpower test for you.
That's much better.
Catch. With your advantage, with all the advantage you've racked up. So you've had 3 successful attacks.
Yeah, I have 3 advantage right now, so I'll be.
So yeah, plus 30 to your willpower, whatever you roll.
65, rolling a 32, so 3 degrees of success.
Oh yeah, you easily. Okay, so Seek easily just takes he takes you very seriously, looks up at you, and he's like kind of bobs his head, and he starts running towards the overturned wagon. He'll probably make it. I'll say that he makes it in time to kind of interpose himself between them, but that's going to be all he can do.
We can. I'll clarify since there is a fetch skill.
Yeah.
Let's say told him sick. Like.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Can I attack and give that order, or is it one or the other?
You moved into the woods, and if he followed you, he would be technically, even with his speed, he technically would be slightly out of range. So I'm kind of letting you get in between him.
No, I meant
as like an action,
Yeah. No, I mean that's fine with them. I'm talking about me.
Oh no, yeah. You can definitely take an attack.
Okay, yep, that's fine. I just want to send him there. He'll get whatever he can do. It's all I can do for those people.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm taking a shot at the horn blowing sumbitch.
Okay, at the leader.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll.
It's ballistic skill plus 3 advantage. Bring it up to 65 plus range sling is 10 more, so 75.
That sounds right.
Okay.
Momentum adds up.
That's going to be a 33, so that's 4 degrees of success.
Okay, plus your sling does 7. 6 plus 1, so 7. Plus the 4. Okay, what did you roll on the dice?
33.
That's a critical.
Oh, woo! Hell yeah.
You rolled a double, so it's a critical.
Okay.
Let me see where the 33 is. 33. You know what? Go ahead and roll a D100 for me just to see where we're going to hit at.
Okay. That's a 38.
Okay, now go ahead and roll once more to see what it is.
That's a 43.
43. Okay. You sling the heavy lead ball, strikes the leader into the arm that he actually has the horn pursed at his lips, smacks into his arm, and it dislocates. And in the process, the horn just falls from his hand, smacks onto the ground, and he spins and he seems to lose his footing, and he stumbles and just collapses onto the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Is that going to be all that you do today, sir?
I'm pretty sure given the order and attack, I probably can't move or anything, right?
You could move, yeah, if you want. You could make your way towards the wagon, or you could make your way towards the man engaging the remaining beastmen across the path.
Yeah, I'm kind of a little more concerned about the wagon.
Okay,
I don't
we'll
want to
move towards the wagon then.
I'd like to move within range of my sling, but and within sight of what's going on. That makes sense.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Are you going to move onto the path to where the beastmen can see you?
Yeah, I think so. Unless, that'd probably be the only way to get to a visible vantage point since the wagon turned away from the woods I'm in, right?
Yeah. So you're on the side that it's facing, that it turned towards.
Oh,
so,
okay. In my mind, I had on the other side of the road.
Yeah, no. It's turned towards you on your side. So
then, if I can stay in cover and still get there, then I want to do that.
Okay. Yeah, you could get into cover behind a tree on the way there. We'll say you're full movement. You're within range with your sling. Do you want him to see you though?
Who?
Do you want the guy? Do you want the Ungor behind the wagon that's about to feast on the woman and child to see you running towards him?
Preferably not.
Okay. All right. Take cover behind the tree.
Yep.
Got it. Now it's the God damn it. Marius. It is your turn, sir.
Do something, Marius.
I'm gonna attack the Ungor I'm right next to.
Okay. He's looking away. So that gives you another thing of advantage. It'll add a +10. He's turned away from you, but he doesn't have his back completely to you.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. So that would put me
Well, I'm going to
at...
say that he doesn't get to roll against you, though, because of this.
Okay, that puts me at 63. So let me see here. That is a 20.
Jesus.
So 20. What's that?
4 degrees?
4 degrees of success. Plus
So that's 12
8.
damage?
Yeah.
Holy
that's 12.
shit, man.
Is that a crit
Okay.
on 20?
I don't think I have the damaging or impaling.
No.
I don't think I have
It's
those.
just a basic shit kind of
Yeah.
weapon. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
12, right? Is that what we had?
12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Strong.
What did you roll on the die?
20. 20 even.
20 even?
Yeah.
So you actually take a swipe at the thing's head and you dig into its neck. It digs in deep. And it recoils as you do, but you can see blood is starting to kind of spurt out of the wound, and it looks back and it's just horrified. It gives out this yelp because it didn't know you were there, and it just kind of looks back and it's clutching at its throat and it's trying to draw like some kind of bone dagger out of its waistband.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything else?
I might give out a little chuckle. Just
Okay,
and,
give it a little chuckle. Got
yeah.
it.
And that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. The leader is laying limp across the floor, so his turn is null and void. He is currently on death's door. Now we get to the raiders. So the one that you just took that you almost decapitated is going to draw its dagger, still clutching at its neck, trying to stem the bleeding, and lunge for an attack at you. Go ahead and roll for defense.
Okay, so I'm at 4 advantage right now, I think.
I believe so.
Okay. All right, roll my weapon skill. So that would be a 73. That's a 36.
Okay, you easily. It's like child's play. This thing's weakened. You easily bat away. It's stroke. It's dagger stroke. You just kind of as you're chuckling, it kind of is haphazardly swinging towards you, and you just kind of deftly kind of bring up your sword and knock the blade away.
Okay.
The second Ungor Raider next to it is going to look back over its shoulder, seeing what you almost did is the one yelped, and it is going to also draw its dagger and lunge towards you. Go ahead and roll for another defense.
So this is +5, right?
Yes, we're capping at +6. We're capping at
Okay.
+6. So if you survive this, that's all you get.
Okay.
Lame.
That would put me at 83. I rolled a 13.
Oh my god. Okay, well, he lunges over the top, and once again, you bring the sword up, swat the dagger away, and the Ungor just kind of falls short, and they're almost shoulder to shoulder looking at you. The one's bleeding heavily, and that's gonna be all that they can do. Okay. Then it is the tracker's turn. Let's see. The tracker, you hear a gurgling, and it just kind of goes limp if anybody's even paying attention.
Okay.
He'll die and nobody will remember him.
That brings us to the top of the round.
Go on, Spuds.
The Ungor that hopped the wagon is slathering, looking at these helpless little victims curled up in a ball, trying to take shelter. And Seek comes running up, interposes himself between them, and just kind of growling. Argh. He doesn't see anything else. He doesn't see anybody running towards him. He looks around real quick. That's not much of a threat. And he's going to bring his club down at Seek and try to squash him into paste. Go ahead and roll dodge for me.
It can be agility.
Yes, it's. I believe Seek does have dodge, does he not?
Just get a small. No.
Okay. Well, it's going to be agility roll.
Agility. All right. So 30. So it's going to be a 28. So
Jesus, I can't believe you got that.
Yeah.
Trust me, I was nervous. I realized my error once you said he sees nobody. I was like, fuck.
So the club
Holy shit.
Seek just moves out of the way, and the club just smacks right where he was, a hair's breadth away.
Yeah.
And the Ungor looks a little pissed off. The woman and child are kind of whimpering a little bit, and he brings it up, and he looks like he's going to try to crush this little bastard that got in his way when he gets the chance. But before he can,
factor not work at all.
Catch, it is your turn.
Oh, I see that son of a bitch trying to kill my dog. He about to get a metal steel ball to his
Okay.
soul.
So are you going to come out of cover?
Yeah, that's fine. I realized, like, yeah, kind of a mistake. Yeah, kind of let out a you mother, like, yeah, like legitimately lost my cool and screamed out at it. And I tried to kill my dog. No one puts down old Yeller but me.
Go ahead and roll with however much advantage you have.
45 plus, it's 80 plus 3. Wait, 4, 5. Yeah, so it'll be 85. Ballistic skill. And that is an 8.
Jesus Christ. 8 degrees of success?
Yeah, because from 85
Yeah,
to 8.
we'll call it 8. Plus you do 6. Well, you do 7. My God. So you rolled an 8 though?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
15 points of damage.
Okay, so the ball
Yeah.
lets loose from your sling. And slings, I did look this up, can do horrendous amounts of damage. And you're very accurate with yours. You've put a lot of practice into this.
Yeah.
You take it in its upper left thigh. The ball rings out, smacks it, and you see the leg just like dislocate, and the bone snaps, comes jutting out. There's blood everywhere. This thing shrieks, goes down, and you can see that it is in so much pain. It's not moving, and it's dying, essentially, in one swift blow.
Kind of tell. Seek, kill.
Is there anything you'd like to do else?
Is it dead or is it dying?
It's dying. It can't defend itself.
I tell Seek, throat.
Okay, Seek, seeing this this attacker go down, and hearing you give it permission, Seek jumps on top of the corpse and grips it by the throat and easily just rips it out. And there's just blood and gore, and he's gobbling it and kind of chewing it and eating it a little bit, which is equally disgusting if you know what Ungors are capable of. But
you know what? I mean, he feasts on rats, so we're both.
That is true. That is true. So I'll give him that. And this thing just goes limp, and it's dead. So, and the woman is like covering the eyes of the child, especially at this horrifying sight of this dog ripping apart this attacker, which is still it's a bit of relief, but it's also horror at what's happening right next to her.
And can I just paint the visual of the super bloody, gory face of him coming up from it, looking at them, and making the cutest face ever of a dog? Like so happy.
Yes, Seek did good. Seek kind of in that kind of like creepy dog smile that you don't. It's not really a smile, but you know what it is. Looks back at you with that face, and it's just adoring.
Yeah, absolutely. And all I say is, good boy.
Now, Marius, it's your turn.
Right.
The last of the Ungors are staring you in the eye, and they look haggard. What would you like to do?
The one that's kind of bleeding at the neck, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to finish him off.
Go ahead and roll for attack.
Okay. I'm at cap right now, at +6.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. That's 93. Let's see here. 71.
My God. Well, you don't even have to roll anything else. I mean, it was just for funsies that I had you roll pretty much. It was 76?
71.
71? Okay,
So
so
2 degrees of success.
Yeah, you
10
you
damage.
hit this thing in the you hit this thing in the left arm, cleaves through the arm. It's hanging by like sinew dangling from its body. There's blood everywhere, and it just kind of falls limp, and it kind of falls into the beastman next to him, which is startled and like, and it looks like it's about to bolt. It's engaged with you. So, is there anything else you'd like to do?
If it leaves, can I take a reaction to attack it?
Yes, yeah. You get a free attack if it tries to leave.
Okay.
From being
Am I
engaged
allowed
with you.
to take a grapple action if it tries to leave?
Yeah, I'll give that to you.
Okay. That's probably what I'll do, but
Okay.
I'll wait till that happens if it happens.
All right. So is that going to be the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right. So let me roll. Okay. The Ungor leader. He has his last dying breath. You can hear the gurgling sound and kind of some spittle kind of comes pooling out of his mouth, and his chest heaves for the final time. He is dead. The last remaining beastman, the raider, who's unscathed, mind you. The entire hunting party has been annihilated, seemingly, in what they thought were going to be weak man things. And the horrifying look in his eyes, he looks at this crazed human wielding this shitty-looking sword that's no better than the thing that he's probably holding, just carve a path through his comrades, is going to run from you as quickly as possible. You go ahead and get your free attack now.
I like to... I forget how grappling works in this game.
It's going to be a strength, basically. So
my advantage?
you would roll a melee attack. You'd roll a melee brawl, but you don't have brawl. So just roll a melee attack with all your advantage.
Okay. So I use my weapon skill or my strength?
Use your weapon skill, and then we'll use your strength on his turn to try to get away from you.
Okay. So I have 93 for my weapons because I'm at 6. And I roll a 21.
My God.
So...
Did you roll a 1?
21.
Oh, 21. Okay. So you easily... Yeah, he can't oppose you in this. So
I want to if he's like turned his back to me, like grab him by the back of the neck.
Yeah.
And like pull him back into my chest.
Oh yeah.
And just be like, say to him, didn't turn out quite like you thought, did it now? And just kind of chuckle.
Now, this thing doesn't speak Reichspiel.
Yeah.
But it is horrified nonetheless. The creepy man thing has grabbed it and has pulled him in, and he's struggling, and it's trying to get away from you in its brain like a wild animal thrashing around in your grip. Mm-hmm. And it is actually now Catch's turn. We're not technically out of combat yet. What would you like to do?
I mean, the path is clear except for what Marius.
The one that Marius is holding.
I'm gonna start making my way that way with Seek.
Okay.
Following.
I'm gonna say that Marius is obscuring your view of him if you try to take a ranged attack right now while they're grappling.
No, that's not what I was going for.
Okay, all right, go ahead and just make your way towards him.
And stopping at the driver.
Okay.
And looking for more ammo.
Okay, so you're gonna loot the driver's corpse while this beastman's struggling over there.
Classic
Okay.
D&D.
Make a perception check.
I don't know this man. Okay.
Hold on. Let me make sure out of all my tests here. I'm a little new to this too when it comes to the skills. Gamble, melee. I mean, yeah, it's perception.
Okay.
Perception's kind of a catch-all.
Right.
Yeah.
It's 29 plus 5 advantage. That'll be a 79.
Yeah, I'll give you your advantage for this since we're still in combat.
50, so that's 2 degrees.
Okay. You easily find the rest of his powder and shot. He had 5 more lead rounds for his pistol.
Okay.
So you have 5 rounds for the pistol now. Also, with that check, as you're quickly going over him, since this is still technically combat, it's a real quick pass through.
Yeah,
You also notice his coin purse dangling from his belt.
Yeah.
And you snag off of him 2 silver coins.
Shit.
There's some and about, I would say, probably about 30 copper. He was holding all the money of everybody that was on that took the wagon.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Got it. And,
I'm assuming you're going to keep the money.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. All right. Good.
Yep. Taking the money.
All right. Is that going to be the end of your turn?
Would you say that was my full movement? Otherwise, I was.
Yeah. With you checking the corpse and all that, I'd say that's your full movement. But you are within range of your sling. If the Ungor gets away.
Right. I'll have the sling ready. I got everything else just put up. But yeah, have
Okay.
the sling ready, and that's my movement.
Okay. That brings us to Marius. It's your turn.
Okay. Do I get any kind of advantages for grappling him? Melee attack
So
wise?
this is unique for me because I wasn't picturing you wrestling around with a beastman or with your bare arms.
Never underestimate.
So I wasn't quite prepared with the rules for grappling right now. Let me see. I might have them listed right here. If I don't, we're just gonna kind of wing it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have it off the top of my head, but being how as weak as he is and as much advantage as you have, I'll give you. Go ahead and roll a. Like, what are you trying to do? Are you going to try to pull this thing apart, or are you going to try to stab it?
No. I was probably going to try to kind of. Am I close to a tree?
Oh yeah. You're in the right off the path in the tree line.
Maybe
Give him that good
like
old anime German suplex.
that would be cool. I was thinking of. I don't know how you want to do this, but I was thinking of like if I can kind of lift him up and kind of just run him towards a tree and like kind of bane him into the tree.
Okay.
Like I kind of lift him up with one hand and just start slamming him against the tree, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a strength check.
All right. With my advantage.
This is
or
not
that
with all of your advantages.
This is regular. Okay.
We'll do this. We'll do it. I mean, this
Your
thing's
lip.
the same size as you, so
Okay.
we'll just make it we'll make it an average check because you're used to doing heavy things. So plus 20.
Plus 20. Okay. So that'd be 60 for me. So let me go here. That is a 57.
God damn it. Okay. Go ahead and I need you to roll me a d10.
Okay. Nine.
No, you did not.
Yes.
What's your strength bonus?
My strength bonus is 4.
Oh my god. Well, how do you want to kill this thing?
I was thinking of kind of like lifting him off his little cloven hooves. I know I'm only 5'8", but I feel like I'm pretty strong.
You are.
after I said, he's kind of squirming. Said this isn't going the way you thought it was.
Yep.
It's kind of taking him over the tree and just start slamming up against the tree over repeatedly. With my hands, just
awesome.
bashing his dumb head in there. And
deeply disturbing image. Thank you for that.
No problem.
So yeah, you
easily
in this. I mean, he's actually a little bit bigger than you. The average Ungor is probably about 6 foot tall.
All right.
So you grab a hold of him, and he's flailing around. You run him over to the nearest tree and just start bashing his head in. But he's just repeatedly. It's like a horror movie. How many times you've hit this body into this tree, and it just there's paste is all that's left of the face. And are you just going to keep doing it, or are you going to let go once it goes slack?
I'm going to let go once it goes slack, but not until then.
Yeah.
Any kind of twinge.
You're so strong, it only takes maybe 1 or 2 smacks, and this thing is
okay. All right.
You're just going to drop him?
Tap, tap.
Just drop it.
Drop it.
It's dead. You have successfully survived your Beastman encounter.
Yeah.
I would say that was an astounding success. And
I know.
I'm going to say we're going to end the session there, guys.
Oh,
we'll pick up with loot in the next section.
Okay.
And then we'll pick up from there and see what's going on.
All right.
Man, awesome session, guys. That went pretty well. I was a little scared there for a second.
Oh, so was I.
I was very worried.
You guys are the last people standing. You guys, and then the man and woman. I was hoping you'd let me kill one of them.
I didn't want to.
But you didn't. But everyone else is dead. So, some shit went down.
Save the woman
I think it went pretty well. All in all, went pretty good.
Yeah.
For all of you out there on the YouTubes watching this, thank you guys for watching or listening to our game. It's not going to be much of a viewing show this time around, but that's okay. Make sure to check out Sean's runs a YouTube channel, as well as they have a podcast, the Southern Fried Geekery podcast. They do. Sean, go ahead and give them a quick little spiel on what all you guys kind of focus on.
Oh, well, yeah, Southern Fried Geekery podcast. We are a comic book oriented podcast, but we do cover all levels of geekdom, from anime to wrestling, video games, and of course comic books and movies. And we're just out there trying to spread some positivity. We have a 50-50 rule. There's a lot of people out there who want to review comics and just shit all over them and just kind of give the hate videos. We like to give perspective on both sides. We give a positive and negative if we don't like something. We're not afraid to say that. So we like to think of ourselves as just a friendly alternative if you just want to learn about books, talk about books. We have a growing social media presence with Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, where we love to hear from people who just tell us about what you like in the geekery. Like we haven't actually ever played Warhammer, but we have done Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder. So yeah, if any of y'all have enjoyed my words on today's session and our future sessions, hey, maybe you want to hear more or hear me talk about funny books. Maybe give us a listen. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah. So Sean runs that. I'm thankful that both of these guys came out. These are my personal friends in real life. So we all got together for this game, and just thought it'd be cool to share it with you guys. It'd be something cool for the channel, and something cool for me, since this is the first time I've been doing this kind of thing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Mr. Smooth, for participating, as well as you, Sean. And, man, that's going to wrap up tonight's game. As always, guys, I have been Jumbo Thick. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys in a new episode, hopefully soon, relatively. We haven't decided on timeline yet, but there'll be another one. I hope.